Everybody, getting started a little bit early today. I'm kind of excited to be streaming this. We've been streaming Skyrim a lot, so I'm excited to have something different to to work on today. I hope that you all like this game. I've played it for about 3 hours so far, and I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. It has everything that I like from Prison Architect in kind of a nicer little theme that is really charming and a lot of fun. That said, there's a lot to go. They have just begun their early access, and you can tell that they've got a great foundation for a game. Some great stuff, kind of starting out, but they're still working on it. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. Now, as you start off, you get to customize your school, and I have been thinking about this. San Dimas. If you know what San Dimas High School is, then just God bless you. And I even came up with a motto for San Dimas High School, and it is Humanissime Invicem Agitote, which is very poorly translated and pronounced Latin for be excellent to each other. Okay, so as far as icons, Bill and Ted would not be so into that. Compass, sure. Sun, yes. Wheat, I don't know about wheat. Let's see. What else do we have? A griffin. That sounds good. And parchment, why not? Primary color. That's an ugly shade of purple. Let's see. Kind of like that blue. All right, this is secondary color red. That's not red. That's like a pink. Anyway, the blue and blue isn't bad. Don't like that. The blue and yellow is not bad. It's very Alliance. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. Okay, so San Dimas High School. Humanissime Invicem Agitote. Be excellent to each other. Let's do this. All right, so let's pause first. Very much like Prison Architect. I mean, you can see that right off the bat. It's got the grid here with the land. Pardon me. You can see it's got different areas set up for delivery, garbage, and then I don't know why it has a workers' quarters, but this is where all your workers go when they don't have anything else to do. You can see these are very similar to the pawns in Prison Architect there. All right, so let's start some stuff off here. First off, we have a similar kind of planning tool. So we can let's go ahead and make. I'm gonna sort of plot this a little bit like my high school. So for my high school, there was a. Let's see. I've been told that classes should be 12, so let's go 26 up so that we have enough room for our classes. And then we'll have another path here. And I don't really know how big we should make it. I don't know if there's limitations. There we go. Okay. And this is going to be the quad. So I can go zones. And they call it a club, but in my high school, this area was called the quad. And this is basically where people go to hang out and all that sort of thing. Okay. Hey, I was pretty close. Tracy says there is a San Dimas High School San Dimas High School in California. Their colors are navy and gold. I went with blue and yellow just off the top of my head. That's pretty great. All right, so let's mess around a bit with the club here. It's got to have at least one table and at least 4 chairs. So one thing this does that I love is I can go to objects and then I can tell it when I want objects for. Classroom, faculty, clinic, club. Okay, it knows that table is one of the things. So let's see. Bam, bam, there. So we'll have, I'm going to try and be at least somewhat symmetrical. And there's that one. Okay. So we'll throw some chairs out. Okay, chair, 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 chair. Oops. I was about to put a chair on top of the table, which is not what I'm hoping for in a school. All right, and now we're going to put bins like all over the place. Let's see. We'll put one here. Where is about halfway? That must be halfway. Okay, cool. All right, so let's let the workers start going to work here. And while they're doing that, let's take a look at our to-do list. So we need to build a freshman classroom, and we have to assign a teacher to it. And then we also have to build a kitchen and a cafeteria and hire some cooks. All right, so one nice thing about this that I prefer, as opposed to Prison Architect, building is really much easier. So we've got 4 different kinds of walls, pardon me. I'm going to go with brick walls for the classes, and I want them to be 12 by 12 inside. So this is going to have to be 13 long, and then this will have to be, I think, 13 long? That's 12, so that's 13. Okay. And then we'll go down to like here and there, and then we will put a regular door. You can see there's 2 doors, staff doors and regular doors. And staff doors are places where you just want staff to go. See, all they have so far for flooring is concrete tile, bathroom tile, kitchen zone tile. So we're going to just put concrete tile. I'm also going to put concrete tile there under where the door is going. All right, so are you going to go make that wall there? Okay, thanks, buddy. All right, so we've got that going. Let's zone this as a class. There we are. Freshman classroom. Okay, so let's think about the things we need for a freshman classroom. We need a chalkboard. We need, it looks like, at least 10 student chairs. We're going to have a lot more than that. An office table and an office chair. Okay, so let's do the easy things first. Let's have, where is class? Classroom. Here we are. Let's have that sort of center-ish. That looks kind of center. Yeah. All right, and then we will have the desk here. We'll rotate it. Is it right up against the wall? There we go. And then the teacher's chair. Right there. All right, so for student chairs, these are so, like, weird looking. I really have to, like, zoom in to make sure I have them looking the right way. I'm pretty sure that that's it. Okay, so we're going to go... Okay. I told you there was indeed a method to my madness. And then we'll do another row there. Those workers, I mean, they're on the ball. Look at that. I'm not even done here, and they finished all the ones in the bottom part, and I mean, they are moving. All right, so my classroom is done, except I do kind of need to have a teacher. So, staff, teacher. All right, so these are all of the different teachers here. Most of them are either developers, some of them are YouTubers that the developers have good relationships with, and some of them are people who paid an awful lot of money for the game so that they could get themselves in it. Catherine Sky is Catherine of Sky. She's a YouTuber. She's a very charming woman who is doing a series on this right now, and I think she's very funny. I definitely recommend her channel. So you can see all of them have like little badges here. That indicates how much schooling they've gone to. 1 is they have a bachelor's, 2 is a master's, and 3 is a PhD. So people with doctorates are obviously going to have better subject knowledge. They're also going to cost more. So I have been kind of going in the middle and picking people who have masters. Let's see here. I'm trying to pick people who are kind of good all around. And I could say go find more. I really want math and science ones because I think the math and science are super important. There we go. Rico has a 74-71 in math and science. He's the guy. You're hired. And we're just going to put him in there. There. And he will sit in that classroom. All right, so let's pause again. Now, we want to build a cafeteria. And I have no idea how big that cafeteria should be. So let's think about the layout again. I'm going to have these. Let's see. I know that the tables are 4 long, and then with benches, they are 3 high. So, actually, let's be smart about this. Here, let's erase these. Okay, so if we go, and like, let's say here. All right, so that would be like 1. Each one of these will let 8 people eat lunch. And we're going to have a lot eventually. So this might actually not be the most economic way to do it. Whoa, I wanted that. That's better. Okay. Yeah, I think this is better. It might be a little crowded, but we're gonna sort of cram these tables in. Eventually, we'll have a much larger student body. Okay. Oops, there we are. Oops. Okay, well, we'll remember that we need to fix that. Okay, so that's 8 with room for 8 people. That would be 64. Our classes sit, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 7 rows, so 35 people. Let's see. 8 times 8 is 64. Let's do like another set of these. This is looking very cafeteria-like. I have, I had 2 rows between those. All right, so let's get back to erasing. So I'm being super anal about this, but I want my school to be just so. All right. Some of the things that they have talked about on their development plan are things like truancy and delinquency in kids, which I think is fun. Those are 5 wide. You're right. Well, I've got an idea of where they're going to fit. That'll be okay. I'm not going to worry about it. In fact, let's put walls down. Okay, so we'll go to here. And this is actually going to be good because we're going to have to push these all over one. So, let's push this one more. All right. Okay. All right.